Hello students, in this session we will be discussing the hypothesis testing procedure for one population variance or one population standard deviation, and the question that I have selected is 12.45. The question says a coffee machine is supposed to dispense 6 fluid ounces of coffee into a paper cup. In reality, the amounts dispensed vary from cup to cup. However, if the machine is working properly, then most of the cups will contain within 10% of the advertised 6 fluid ounce. This means that the standard deviation of the amounts being dispensed should be less than 0.2 fluid ounce. A random sample of 15 cups provided the following data in fluid ounces. At the 5% significance level, do the data provide sufficient evidence to conclude that the standard deviation of the amounts being dispensed is less than 0.2 fluid ounce? So this is a left field test. We will testing of one population standard deviation sigma or variance sigma square. H naught and H1. Sigma is less than 0.2 ounce, whereas sigma is equal to 0.2 ounce. Level of significance is given as 0.05. Test statistic for testing of one population variance or standard deviation is chi-square. The formula is n minus 1 times s square divided by sigma square. So next step is for critical region. Chi-square table we'll look for. So first of all we draw the sketch. It is positively skewed, and this is a left yield test. And left yield critical value of chi-square is 0.95 because it would be indicated as 1 minus 0.05. With how many degrees of freedom we are given number of observations as 15, that would give us df of 14, that is n minus 1. So we go to chi-square table. 0.95 is the probability, this is the second last column, and 14 df 6.571 is the value. 6.571. H naught would be rejected if chi-square calculated is less than 6.571. We go for computation. Chi-square calculated is equal to 15 minus 1. Standard deviation of the sample is given as 0.154. We can check it from the question. Yes, that's 0.154. So 0.0154 squared divided by 0.2 squared. We work out the value and then we make a decision and conclusion. As 14 times 0.154 squared and then divided by zero point 0.2 squared. So 8.3006. And we take our decision accordingly. The decision should be stated as, since chi-square calculated does not fall in the rejection region, therefore H naught is not rejected. And we state our conclusion as, the test results are not statistically significant at the 0.05 significance level, and data do not provide sufficient evidence to conclude that the standard deviation of the amounts being dispensed is less than 0.2 ounce. Over here, we can notice one thing, that for the machine to be working appropriately, the standard deviation of the amounts being dispensed by the machine should be less than 0.2 ounce. And in that case, we expect it to be rejected. The non-rejection over here of H naught does mean that machine is not working properly and it needs a repair. Okay, so this is how we can sometimes additionally translate, or if we are asked to translate in terms of the implications on the problem that we are given in the data. So we have to interpret the impact of conclusion, that is rejection or non-rejection, whatever it is, on the implication of the case study, of the matter, of the problem that we are given in the question.